there's not a lot of events out there that are, you know, empowering women and
sisterhood,
and bringing them together and trying to, you know, build off each other, collaborate with each other, do things like that. So that's what I'm trying to do for the women, and just bring us all together and, you know, hopefully help each other grow in a good, positive way.
Hi, this is Raina Carrillo with Purpose and Passion, and I want you guys to go to YouTube channel, type in luxemediastudios. I want you to like, comment, and subscribe. It's so important to let us know how we're doing on Purpose and Passion. Well, today I have an amazing woman in the building today, and what makes me look at her as amazing is because, like, I don't really see in Inglewood a lot of women on Harleys, period, right? Or bikes, okay? Especially lowriders, okay? So I had an opportunity to see Miss Krazy Kat, that's her nickname, and I was blown away. Like, she looks stunning, as you can see right now. She's in real life right here with me, and she is an owner, so. She has a nonprofit. So we have Katrina Whitney, which is Krazy Kat. She's the owner of Krazy Katz Moto Gear, which is like gear for motorcycles, right? For people that ride Harleys or just motorcycles in general. She has a nonprofit, which is so inspiring because I work with youth, and her nonprofit is called Kidz Foundation. So I want to say, Katrina, thank you for coming out on Purpose and Passion.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Yes, I'm excited. So tell the viewers, where were your parents from and where were you born and raised?
So my biological dad is Mexican.
Mm-hmm.
I know his last name's Adriano, so I'm half Mexican. And then my mom was born in Canada, but my family is Yugoslavian. So I was born out in Pomona. I was born in West Covina, but I was raised in Pomona.
Okay,
yes.
Pomona. Make me think about sugar free.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, so that's a beautiful mix.
Yes.
My gosh, I love the eyes more than anything. Look at those eyes. Oh my God, they're stunning. Yes. So, you know, how was it, you know, in you know, high school? Did you think you were going to own a motorcycle and be a business owner? Like, you know, how was that for you in high school?
Absolutely not. High school, I don't even think I even thought of my future. I was going through a lot of traumatic events in my life. I lost my mom a little after high school, and I was in the whole drug world, party world.
Yes.
So I didn't even think of my future, honestly. I was doing the moment, I guess you would say.
Yeah, definitely.
So, writing came way later. I left my ex, or we left each other.
Yes.
And he rode, and I was always on the back, and I hated being on the back. And after we left, I just went into a whole transition and wanted to like not date because there wasn't a lot out there. And what I was dating was just not the greatest. So I wanted to do something that I always wanted to do, and that was ride. I would ask my ex to teach me, and he never really cared to.
Yeah.
So once I started riding, it was just the best thing in my life. It just was my biggest antidepressant, I call it. Like, it just changed my life in so many ways. Till this day, it's still changing my life as a rider, as a woman, as just everything. I love everything about the motorcycle community and industry, and my whole career, my whole life has switched now into the motorcycle industry.
Yes.
And I couldn't be happier.
Yes. Wow. You know what? You just gave me some like an enlightenment moment, because, you know, when you said, like, you know, you go through things, and when you get on that motorcycle, it's like a healing thing, right? Like,
yes.
Man, so you just made me think differently
Mhm.
right now with the mentality that I have.
Yeah, a lot of people think like right away, like bikers and just, it's scary. I mean, my family was obviously scared.
Yes.
They didn't like that I was riding. It just, I mean, I have been in an accident before, so there are things that come with it.
Mhm.
But for the most part, I mean, every rider could relate to this,
Yeah.
that when they jump on their bike, it is just a whole other feeling. You don't even think of the world. You don't think of your problems. You don't think of your stresses. You're just riding, and it just is freeing, and it just feels amazing.
Wow.
Yes.
I know on social media you have like a story that talked about like for people like myself, that would like to get like a license to be able to ride a
Yes.
motorcycle,
Yes.
and I was tripping out on that because I'm not anti motorcycle stuff, but I'm not the best supportive wife in that department. But today you just educated me about like sometimes people go through things and we might not know. And that motorcycle is probably the best thing that's ever happened to them to deal with whatever they're going through. So
For
it's
sure.
like a rude awakening right now because I'm just like, wow. And then that's why I was all like, I want to ride on your bike because I want to experience it.
Yes.
But then I also was like, well, wait a minute. Not that I want to buy a Harley anytime soon, but I was like, if I can get my license and just rent a Harley and then just go ride out, maybe I can understand
Mm-hmm.
what my husband is feeling. Because I'm like, I'm still tripping out. Like, wait a minute, it makes you feel a certain way.
It is very different to be on the back and to actually ride your own. There's a total different feeling, and a lot of wives are starting to ride now. A lot of moms, and I think it gets them out of that mentality of being a mom and a wife. It's like, here I am being this crazy woman, doing on the road, just kind of letting go of everything. And one of my aunts, she always says, like, man, like she's too old. She feels she's too old to ride, and she's like, but I live vicariously through you, like, like it's just so amazing to see that. To see that more women are riding and to see how it has changed your life so much.
It's so dope though, because it's a sisterhood within it.
For sure, there's a lot of women supporting women with it, and it's just an amazing thing to do.
Yes. So how did you, what came first, your business or the nonprofit? Which one came first?
For sure, my business. So when I started getting into writing and everything, I noticed that this was when there weren't a lot of women writing.
Yes.
So about 5 years ago, women just kind of started trickling in more. And I noticed that when I would go to a lot of like Harley, even there was nothing for women. There was no like gear and apparel. And I decided I wanted to bring more women's gear and apparel that was updated, a little bit more modern. The things that they had were like kind of real old school, there you could see like the bedazzle stuff, and I'm definitely not a bedazzle girl. So there was a lot of like Harley like era, which is a great, I love them too. But I just wanted to kind of bring some newer stuff out, different, and I opened up. I started doing things like events, have like a pop-ups.
Yeah, the pop-ups.
Had all the bike events, and I noticed so many people were buying things for me and like, oh man, I needed this, like even just flannels for women, and just different little things that I was like, okay, I like this style, I like these colors, and more flattering to women and things like that. So I started the shop. I opened my own shop. And it has just opened a lot of opportunities as far as my business and me being a writer, to doing a lot of amazing collaborations.
Yes.
So with the collaborations, I'm being seen and being just more, seen in the industry. With my Instagram, obviously, I get more attention. So it's just been a really good. It's just been a really amazing career change. It's just been great to me.
Man, that's amazing. That's amazing. So how did you start your nonprofit? Like what got you to do the Biker Kidz Foundation, which is so phenomenal. Like, that's dope. Like, man.
So that's still all. It's only been a year. We had a Biker Kids Festival, and I do this with 3 other collab companies, which are well known in the industry as well. So Espinosa's, I've done collab vests with them. They're really well respected in the industry.
Yes.
There's Factory 47. They make handlebars, so they're really well respected in the industry. And then there's Two Fallons, which they are a skateboard shop. So they played a big part in the foundation, and they ride. They're brothers that own the shop, and they ride. So we all collab together, and we brought out this foundation, which is for kids that have lost a parent to a motorcycle accident.
Wow.
We all have, or a grandparent, even. So we all have someone that we know that has lost, that was, that we've lost in a motorcycle accident for sure. Yes. Unfortunately. So a lot of these kids, I know what it's like to lose a parent when I was young. Yes. And I knew the struggle of my parent. So, they're there for the services. They're there, to help out for like a couple months. Yeah. And then everybody has to go back to life, and it's understandable. But I feel with the motorcycle industry, we're so supportive of each other that I wanted to like make sure that the kids know that we're still here for them.
Yes, of course.
So we created like wish lists for kids that have lost a parent or a grandparent. And obviously it's our first year that we did this last year, and it's we learn and grow. Yes. But the kids, there's probably like a good 15 kids, I believe. And they all filled out wish list of wants and needs. Obviously, the parents helped them.
Yes, of course.
And then we went and had a big event, which was called the Biker Kids Festival. And we had everybody donate toys and go on the Amazon wish list to kind of buy what the kids actually wanted. And we were thinking we were going to fulfill maybe a couple items from the list.
But it went bigger.
Each one had 6 items, and they all got fulfilled.
Yes.
So for our first year, we did amazing. The festival was amazing. We had a skate park. We had kids like back in the day, when you used to ride bikes and stuff. All these kids were out of their phones. They were riding their little motorcycles that their parents have built for them, or bikes. Some were like, put your helmet on. But it was just like old school back in the day. And then we had Two Felons provide a skate park. So all the kids are just skateboarding around. And we had a petting zoo. We had face painting, and everything was just so amazing. And then we did the Memorial Lane, which was the tribute to all the fallen riders. And the kids were there, and we were able to honor the parents and remember them. Yes. And then we also had just a lot of kids are starting to build their own bikes. And it's such an amazing thing to see that with their parents or grandparents and the kids. Yes. And we had a whole section of those a contest for trophies for the bikes, and we kind of did that. So it was just very different, very big. We had this little stunt show with stunter. He dressed up as one of the Monster Inc. characters and did stunts on the bike for the kids. So it was amazing. It was wonderful. So this year, it's November 3rd, and we are looking for a location right now. I'm hoping I set this vendor spot up, or location spot in West Covina. And if so, it's going to be a second year is going to be amazing.
Believing Before Seeing, a new bestseller by Candace Barr. Order your copy today.
Oh, it definitely is. Anything helping and giving back, especially in that way of, like you said, people that, passed away on motorcycles and giving back to their parents, that is very angelic. You know what I mean? It's a beautiful thing, and God will continue to bless you every year, bigger, and better. So since we're talking about events, I want you to talk about your women's event that is coming up.
Yes. So that is July 21st. Almost sold out. I think I have 6 tickets left. And I started going to women events that just to go support other women
Yes.
events, right? And I was noticing there was a lot of like lawyers and doctors and just, I was a little bit out of comfort, out of my place, I felt but they were very inspiring, very empowering women. And I wanted to bring that same concept into women that are starting businesses, women that have been through a struggle, that are trying to learn how to get to where these other, established women are.
Yes.
And me, I don't feel I'm established at all. I'm still learning as I go with my business. So I'm learning as well.
Yes.
And my first event was a couple months ago, and it was amazing. I was trying to like focus on more all business, and it ended up being like a healing, supportive / business event.
Yes.
So the women came together and started like opening up, and the struggles, trying to get to where they want to be, and just it was so much more. And so we felt so much more connected. A lot of women made friendships that day, walked away with something that they'll never forget. And this second one now, I know that, when you always have an event, you're like, man, I wish I would have did this.
Yes, of course, that reflection time.
Yes, reflection time. So I'm definitely incorporating some more things into the second event. The first event was about 20 girls, and this one is now like 50, which is double.
Yes.
I had a goal, and I'm sure I'm going to hit that. I'm almost there. And I'm looking forward to you speaking and talking about your podcast for sure.
Yes.
I'd love to hear what you are going to speak about. And then
and I'm honored, okay?
Yes,
like serious.
Thank you.
Very honored.
It's gonna be amazing. Like it really is. It's just so amazing to see so many women. And then I have the women like DMing me about the event, like, man, I need this, and I need to be around other like-minded women, because I'm not gonna sit and say like I'm the most innocent and empowering woman.
Yeah.
But sometimes you gotta get yourself out of that bar scene or that drinking scene.
Yes.
And to realize that there is more out there. There's other women trying to do more and try to be on more in a positive route. And I'm not saying nothing bad about
no, it's okay. It's okay.
Everybody could do all that and still do their thing,
Yes.
But there's not a lot of events. Like, there's an event every weekend for drinking or
Yes.
for going out, right? We have concerts, we have everything.
Yes.
But there's not a lot of events out there that are, empowering women and
sisterhood. Right.
Sisterhood, and bringing them together and trying to, build off each other, collaborate with each other, do things like that. So that's what I'm trying to do for the women, and just bring us all together and, hopefully help each other grow in a good, positive way.
Well, before we end the show, I wanted to ask you two major key questions. What is Miss Katrina, aka Krazy Kat, purpose and passion?
I feel like my purpose, honestly, so people ask me this question. I'm always like, I always get stuck because I don't like thinking too much about what like a goal of what my purpose is. I just feel like right now I've been through such a struggle in my life that I just want to be happy, and I just want to do positive things. I feel like when I make others happy, it makes me happy. And I feel like that's kind of like what my purpose is, just trying to be happy and make others happy, and we grow together in a positive light,
That's beautiful.
And whether it's the foundation, whether it's the women, whether it's writing, I feel like those are all positive paths that, I'm able to establish relationships with people and really like try to bring positiveness in each world.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's part of my purpose, is just trying to grow and build and just live a more happier life than what I went through.
Yeah. And your passion?
And my passion, my passion has changed a lot. I feel like my passion is now more to build a family, and
nice.
I don't have no kids, and I feel like I've done it all in my own way.
Yes.
And I feel like I'm 40 now, and I, eventually want to start a family and continue to grow and just, that's my passion, like to grow, build bring positive stuff and build a family and, you know, continue with the legacy.
Oh my God, that's so beautiful. I love
you.
it. I love it. You know, I'm grateful that you're here today because I know you have a powerful story. You know, when you said you know, you lost your mom. I mean, I still have my parents, but I always, I remember one of my friends told me, like, you know, when that day comes, reach out to your friends and your family that have experienced it. So then you know that you have that support system that's been there. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So I can see you have a huge heart in
Thank
general, like serious, a huge heart.
Thank you.
And you want to see people happy and you want happiness. And I so could see a family in the future, like serious, like who wouldn't want this biker babe right here? Chill! If I was a man, I'd be like, I'll put a ring on you right now. Yeah, so is there anything that you want to share with the viewers before we close off on Purpose and Passion?
No, just, you know, if you're interested in writing, go for it. I feel like that is part of my passion as well.
There you go.
Is writing. So it honestly has helped me mentally in so many ways and changed my life. So I know that some people try to put it down, but it could be a beautiful thing for a lot of us.
Yes.
And just continue to pray and love God. And
Oh, that's awesome.
yeah.
Yes.
And, you too. You're doing amazing. I saw some of your shows, and I'm like, you're amazing.
Thank you.
Yes.
I try my best.
You definitely got to ride, though. You definitely got to get her on the bike.
Yes, we have to, because that's one of my things. I think that's so. So for the viewers, I was texting. I was like, I want to, ride on the bike, and I had asked my husband. I was like, "Do you have the helmet?" He was like, "No, it's gone. It rained on it." And I'm like, "That's whack," because I really wanted to ride today. Oh my gosh! And then I texted her because I'm such a character, like funny as heck kind of character. So I was like, I want to ride on your bike, and then I send the funny little prints from Dave Chappelle's show when he's doing this, because I want to be on the back of the bike doing this, feeling like Apollonia. So I'm really excited to get my ride with you. Okay,
Yes.
especially.
You definitely will get a ride with me. I will pick you up. I'll bring the helmet.
Yeah,
We don't need the husband's helmet. I'll bring the helmet to make sure it happens. Because sometimes they don't like that. So.
Right? He said the helmet is gone. It got rained on. I'm like, okay.
A lot of husbands get mad with me. They're like, "Ah!" I'm like, sorry, your wife wants to ride. Your girlfriend
Yes.
wants
At
to
least
ride.
I ain't riding behind a man. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. That's a no-no.
Yep. Well, thank you so much, Miss Katrina, for coming out on Purpose and Passion. How can our viewers find you?
My Instagram is at Kat, Kat _ the biker chick. My business is Krazy Katz Moto, that's my biker name. So if anybody's asking what Krazy Katz is,
she is Krazy Kat.
it's my biker name, Krazy Kat, and they're both spelled with K. So.
Yes. And then your nonprofit is?
It's Kidz Foundation at Bikers Kidz Foundation. Yes.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys for just watching us on Purpose and Passion. I hope you got inspired to definitely go get that license and go get you a Harley. Vroom, vroom, vroom. All right. Until then, this is Raina Carrillo signing out with Purpose and Passion with Luxe Media. Peace.